Okay, I think well, that like peaked the mic. I think everything's set up. Um, hey, welcome to the stream. Haven't streamed since last year. Oh my god. Let's go on the screen. Here we go. Okay, so what are we doing today? It's in the title. Why am I asking that? I sorry if I sound weird. I just woke up and you know, I'm a bit tired and I have some stuff to do after the stream, so it's a bit tiring. But no one cares about my life. Let's look at the Winter 2025 anime. Last year, I didn't. Is it loud? Let me turn this down. It looks like it's loud on OBS. So last year, as you might or might not know, I watched zero anime last year. I think I might have finished some anime that aired in 2023, but I didn't watch a single new one. I did watch a bit of Pokemon, which also aired like 2023, I think. But it was like 2 episodes, and yeah, so basically nothing last year. I don't know if I'll watch any this year. I remember the last 2 streams I did looking at the seasonal anime, I said I was gonna watch a bunch, and I never did. I want to go back and watch them, but there's so many new ones coming out, and it's like, which ones do I want to watch? Which ones do I actually want to spend time watching? And all that stuff. So I don't know if I'm gonna even still be burnt out on anime now to watch them, but whatever. Stop yapping. Let's begin. The first one, I guess the first 3 are new seasons. Solo Leveling Season 2. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I said that a lot during these, but the Solo Leveling was like so anticipated, and it had so many meat writers to the point that like everyone was saying the anime was amazing before it even came out. And then while it was airing, I heard no one talk about it anymore. I heard no one saying it was great, I heard no one saying it was bad, I heard no one saying it was okay. Just, it completely became irrelevant after it started airing. So I don't know what happened there. Everyone was talking about it before it was airing, and the manhwa, but no one talks about it anymore. I don't know why. I'm not gonna read the synopsis obviously because it's a new season. And I also haven't watched it. I watched like the first episode and I fell asleep during that. Not any fault to the show, because it's just because I was at that point I was super tired of watching anime. Next one is the 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You, Season 2. I actually quite like this show, not gonna lie. It was just goofy, fun, chaotic, random shit, not to be taken seriously. And it was fun. I don't think I finished it, unfortunately. I can't remember when the first season aired. It might have been last year, so maybe I'm remembering wrong and I did watch anime, but I know for a fact I didn't finish a single one. But if I ever finish season 1, I'll definitely watch season 2 because it was really fun. The next one, the Apothecary Diary season 2. You can tell I'm like running out of breath. I'm talking really fast. Because I don't want the stream to be too long. The last ones were like 2 hours long. But anyways, so the Apothecary Diaries, apparently everyone loved this show. This was again at the point where I was getting kind of tired of anime and I was just falling asleep through most of it. So I can't really give critical opinion on it, but I did quite like what I did watch, but I didn't see like the hype of how it was super amazing. Also like Free Run too. I liked Free Run. I never finished it obviously, but I didn't see why it's the #1 anime. Maybe I had to finish it and, you know, like actually put my mind to paying attention to see the beauty of Freerun, I guess? I don't know. Because I didn't think it was, you know, mind-blowing, but then again, I was half asleep and I finished half of the show. Next one, Sakamoto Days. This, before stream, I was like glancing over it and I'm like, why does this one sound so familiar? And this is a really big manga. I don't remember what it's about, but I remember everyone saying it was good. So, what is it about? Taro Sakamoto was once a legendary hitman considered the greatest of all time. Bad guys feared him. Assassins revered him, but then one day he quit, got married, and had a baby. Now he's now living the quiet life as the owner of a neighborhood store. But how can Sakamoto enjoy his days of retirement before his past catches up to him? So, this sounds fun, I'm not gonna lie. This sounds really, really fun. I can see why it was popular. The synopsis does a really great job of, you know, drawing in the viewer or the reader. And I'm surprised this season I can see on my screen that the top new anime aren't power fantasy isekai, which is mind-blowing to me because every single season for the past like 2 years I've just been shitting all over all these dumbass fantasy isekai anime, and sometimes I get hate for it, sometimes people are like, yeah, they're actually shit and no one cares about them, and it still blows my mind how every single season there's more and more horrible, I wouldn't say horrible, but just like mind-numbing, the same thing over and over again, power fantasy isekai. Anyways, next one. I'm getting married to a girl I hate in my class. Okay, so this seems like the seasonal rom-com. High school student Saito Hojo is set to inherit his grandfather's major corporation. First, he must marry Akane Sakura Mori, the girl he despises the most. Okay. And who hates him just as much. The two are determined to keep their unexpected marriage a secret from their classmates. But as they begin their newlywed life, the distance between them starts to close. Okay, so it seems like a classic enemies to lovers type of thing. If they do it well, then I think it could be pretty good. The first season, or the first episode, has already come out a couple days ago, and on this website it has a 7.9. I want to see on Mal, because Mal's a lot more critical. 7.14. Okay, so it's a very, very, very average anime. This could be fun. I was thinking earlier. Where was it? If they just marry each other, have like the legal status of getting married, and then not talk to each other, wouldn't that be a lot easier? But obviously, you can't make an anime about that. Next one is Dr. Stone. It seems like some... Okay, it's the 4th season of Dr. Stone. I watched the first 2 seasons, and I love them a lot. I was really, really, what's the word? Intrigued? That's not the word, but I can't think of the word right now. I was really, really invested, that's the word, into the first 2 seasons. And then I kind of like lost track of it, and they had like a special or a movie that I never watched, and it was like just the next part of the story, and never got around to watching it. So maybe someday I'll come around to finishing Dr. Stone, because I actually really love the show, but there's a lot of content that I just haven't seen, and I didn't even know there was a season 3, although it might have been on one of these videos. But that time of the, I guess, stream where we have our goofy seasonal power fantasy, not isekai, but it is a power fantasy, I can tell, with the same black hair main character, bogus skill fruit master. About that time, I became able to eat unlimited numbers of skill fruits that kill you. God damn it. What is this title? There's so much punctuation and symbols and all that random shit. And it kind of just sounds like One Piece, this guy. The author kind of just like saw One Piece and then a light bulb went off in his mind. Maybe this could be good. It's definitely not going to be, but it very much could be. So what is this about? In a world where eating skill fruits, isn't that the thing? No, that's Gum Gum fruits, right? Or devil fruits, or whatever. I never watched One Piece. Grants special powers Light from Death Note. A boy who seeks to become the world's greatest adventurer obtains the Fruit Master skill. A bogus skill. I don't know what bogus means. Bogus skill specializing in fruit cultivation that is completely useless in combat. Alright. I don't see where this gets interesting. Eating a second skill fruit results in death, so there are no do-overs. Meanwhile, his childhood friend Rena, who promised to become an adventurer like him, achieves S rank in record time, and the gap between them widens. Light spends his days farming and training with a sword, but one day he accidentally eats a second skill fruit. Why am I not dying? Light avoids certain death and learns the incredible true power of the Fruit Master skill. He can eat as many skill fruits as he wants. His overpowered ability allows him to gain an ability every time he eats one for an unlimited number of times. The worst skill ever is actually the best skill ever. Okay, you know what? Actually, that does sound kind of interesting to see, like, how each of the abilities would work. But at the end of the day, it's what I infamously hate, and that is the oversaturated power isekai fantasy type of things, which really just aren't entertaining. They're all the same format, and it's just not that fun to watch. Okay, there's another fantasy one that the poster looks pretty generic, but the name isn't like a super long light novel name like the previous one. Possibly the greatest alchemist of all time. Iruma Takumi finds himself caught up in a hero summoning, even though he's not a hero. Summoned by mistake to Milgard, a fantasy world of swords and magic. I feel like I've heard that a million times. Takumi is given a chance to start over. Though he dreams of having a peaceful life, the goddess Nolan grants him alchemy and an ultra-powerful skill that allows him to create anything from holy swords to flying ships. His reluctant adventure begins. Okay, so I guess this is just like a... It's kind of like My Hero Academia, the Momo, her power, I guess. And this is kind of going off the other one where it's like, yeah, it could be interesting to see what he makes, what he does with it. It's like Scribblenauts. Oh my god, that just came into my mind. Do you guys know Scribblenauts? This was a game back in the day, where you just like typed in something to solve a puzzle, and it would just spawn it for you. This was a banger game back in the day. Oh my god, whatever happened to this game? Anyways, yeah, it's kind of just like Scribblenauts the anime. Next one, Quintessential Quintuplets Specials 2. Okay, so I can't spoil the show, obviously, but Quintessential Quintuplets is actually one of my favorite anime of all time. I've actually seen it twice, and when I watched the movie, you know, I can say my reaction to the winner because you guys don't know who my favorite is, but actually no. Why am I talking about that? This has nothing to do with the specials. What I was going to say, my favorite girl is Miku, by the way. But after I did rewatch the show, I started liking Nino a lot. but I was so dedicated already to Miku. But so like Miku and Nino fighting for the top on my favorite girl. Really didn't like Ichika. Itsuki was just like a bro. I'm not here to review Quintessential Quintuplets. I'm here to talk about the fact that they ended the show. Futaro chose his winner. He chose his wife, and the show's still going. There was like specials one that I feel like it was like the start of 2023 at this point, and I was going to watch it. I kept like saying like I'm gonna watch it, and I never got around to doing it, and I want to eventually because Quintessential Quintuplets is literally like top 5 favorite anime for me of all time. When did that release actually? That is the... Hopefully when I Google stuff, it doesn't dox me. Oh my god, wait, is this it? 2023? It is 2023, oh my god. It's been like 1.5 years since I've just been holding this off for 1.5 years. Oh my god. What a responsible person I am. Next one, My Happy Marriage Season 2. I can't remember what season it came out, but this was like my top anime of that season, I think. I can't remember if I finished the show. Knowing me, I probably didn't, but most likely I did. Let me pull up my anime list on my other screen just to see if I did finish the show or not. Because I actually really love this show. At the end, it started getting into like supernatural superpowers, and it kind of strayed away from what I kind of liked from it. So the end was kind of iffy, but I love like the first 7-8 episodes. It was really amazing actually. Let's see if it only has a 7.73 on Mal, so maybe people didn't think the same. And okay, I gave it an 8 out of 10 and I did complete it. But yeah, I love this. I really want to make myself watch this because I love this. I love the first season. Next one is Unnamed Memory Season 2. I have no clue what that is. I've never heard of the first season. Doesn't look appealing to me at all. It's a fantasy romance. Interesting. Next one looks more interesting. Behe Neko. The elf girl's cat is secretly an S-ranked monster. Okay, very suspicious picture. There's a lot of... Looks like Sword Art Online, but no, there's no guys. It's like the fucking Alfheim Online arc. What is this about? A proud knight slain in battle finds himself alive. Okay, so there is guys, he's just not in the poster, I guess. Once more reincarnated in the body of a fearsome behemoth. Okay, so maybe that's the guy in the back, the little bear thing. As if he wasn't confused enough by this turn of events, apparently behemoth cubs look exactly like adorable kittens. Even if the rest of the world sees him as soft and cuddly, he has the honor of a noble warrior and the strength of an unstoppable S-rank monster, both of which will be put to the test as he fights to protect the beautiful elf who has taken him as her pet. Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which one do we think is the elf? Apparently, wait. Okay, two episodes have already come out and it's at 6.3. Kind of expected. Where's the picture? Okay, maybe this is... Wow. That is... Wasn't expecting that, not gonna lie. I was going to say which one is the elf, because they all kind of look like elves. But she's not wearing any clothes. Maybe it's like that trope in video games. The less clothes you're wearing, the more protected you are. But like, can I even show this? I don't want to click on it. I don't want to like zoom in on it just in case I get flagged on YouTube. Maybe I can click this one. Jesus Christ, dude! Whoever drew and wrote this story was writing it with one hand. Holy shit. Next one. Okay, this next one looks kind of fire. I may be a guild receptionist, but I'll solo any boss to clock out on time. This is done by Cloverworks. Where are the other fantasy ones? Okay, so not any studios I'm super familiar with, but this is done by Cloverworks, one of the top studios of the anime industry. And you can tell, this art looks really good already. And it is a comedy. Usually I give comedies the benefit of the doubt, because if they're like this type of thing, because usually you can play up on cliche tropes to make them funny, and that's why I usually give them the pass. So hopefully this is good. It's done by Cloverworks. It could be amazing. Alina Clover signed up to be a receptionist for the Adventurers Guild, thinking it would be her ticket to the good life. Unfortunately, her dream gig turns into an overtime nightmare whenever the adventurers get stuck clearing a dungeon. To save herself from a mountain of paperwork, Alina takes to beating down monsters herself to solve the problem. Now she just needs to keep her activities a secret. Okay, very short and sweet synopsis. Yeah, I think this could be fun. Like, maybe every episode you have like one or two different parties that you'll never see again in the show, and then the main character is the receptionist, they go save them. It could be funny. This has a lot of potential, I think. What doesn't what doesn't look like has a lot of potential is everything else on my screen. All of it. Every single one. But this next one is called Headhunted to Another World. From Salaryman to Big Four. This is an isekai, okay. The four heavenly kings of the Demon King's army reign over a certain alternate world, and the one chosen as the fourth of them is none other than an ordinary salaryman. Haven't heard that before. This is such a unique concept. Uchimura Denosuke. After being headhunted by the Demon King's army, Uchimura is welcomed into a director level position, but business in the Demon King's army is one life or death mission after another. Since Uchimura has no particular powers, he must tackle every challenge he faces in this new world using the experience and knowledge of a salaryman. This career change isekai tale is for all the working folks out there. Okay, so the only way I can see this being any good is if the writer wrote this just because he was like a salaryman at one point and he has first-hand experience of what it's like to be a salaryman in Japan, and he's gonna use that to like gamify it. That's the only way I can see how this would be good. Next one. Meraka Kuroiwa is impervious to my charms. Another romance, I guess. It has the tag of romantic subtext. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's like they blue ball you every episode. Not sure entirely what that means. For Mona Kawai, winning hearts and turning heads comes naturally. Everything changes when Meraka Kuroiwa, a new transfer student, arrives. He won't even give Mona a second look, and it turns her life upside down. Damn, okay, so anime about ego problems. Mona tries everything she can to win Meraka over, even going to the extreme at times. Tune into a new rom-com about a queen bee and an unfazed boy among the school's halls. Okay, I quite like that actually. This could be good, but it also seems like it would be really annoying to watch, because it could be just the same thing over and over again. She has a plot to get with him, he doesn't care, Next episode, she has a plot to get with him. He doesn't care, and it just that for 12 episodes. The first episode has already aired, so we can see how good it is. A little below average. I'd say like, for me, 7 out of 10 is like, it's worth watching. So a little below average. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I would watch it because of what I said. Next one. Even the worthless appraiser class, I'm actually the strongest. Ain has, or Ein? I think it's Ein. Ein has been saddled with the job of appraiser, the weakest and least fortunate of all the jobs one can be born with, as the only power it grants is the ability to appraise things. Treated cruelly by all and reduced to a litter collector by his peers, Ein has grown to hate himself and lives his days in spineless self-abasement. But when he meets Yuri, the spirit of the World Tree and her protector, Ursula the Sage, Ein's fate takes a drastic turn. With the gift of a spirit eye from Yuri and the help of Ursula in learning how to use it, Ein grows stronger and stronger until he's ready to take Yuri on her long-desired journey to meet her World Tree sisters. He goes on to overcome all sorts of challenges, armed with his natural kindness and his newfound courage. So basically it's the same thing, again, over and over again. I hate being so negative about all these anime every season, but what can you really do if all of this is just the same shit? Like, it's just kind of like same thing over and over again. At least they have a goal in mind where he wants to take Yuri to see her sisters. At least they have a final destination in mind. Because all the other ones I think are just doing it just to do it. At least this one has an ending that you're waiting for. Welcome to Japan, Mrs. Elf. Okay. So I love reverse isekais if they're done right. So hopefully this is like intriguing, because reverse isekais are kind of like super cool, and this is basically like, how would you say it, like that title is just screams reverse isekai. Miss Elf is intrigued by Japanese culture. Working adult Kitase Kazuhiro's hobby is sleeping. Relatable. Ever since he was a child, he's had exciting adventures in the mysterious other world he dreams about. One day, while exploring ancient ruins with an elf girl he befriended. Okay, so he's already friends with an elf girl. He's unfortunately burned by the breath of a magic dragon he encounters. When he awakens from his dream, an elf girl who shouldn't be in his room is sleeping next to him. Oh, okay, wait. So he was just dreaming. Okay, so that's interesting. That's actually interesting. I think I might give this one a chance. It hasn't aired yet, so we can't see how good it is, but the premise personally interests me, but I feel like it would be boring to a lot of people, and you could mess it up really easily because you could just make it boring. Next one already looks dog shit. I'm sorry. I'm a noble on the brink of ruin, so I might as well try mastering magic. While innocently enjoying himself after work, one man's life changes forever. When he wakes in the body of Liam Hamilton, the youngest son of a noble house on the brink of collapse. Amid the chaos, Liam realizes he finally has time to learn and practice magic. Once he begins, it takes his life for an even bigger turn. Can Liam master magic to save his noble family? The aristocratic fantasy begins. Okay. Yeah, what do you want me to say about it, honestly? Okay, let's try to guess the score. 2 episodes have been released. I want to say it's a 6.33. 6.61. Okay, that was somewhat close. But this just doesn't look good. Yeah. next one. Okay, this one looks quite fun. I've seen a lot of anime that are like kind of remind me of this, or this reminds me of a lot of anime I've seen before, and they were like alright, but it looks fun. I'll say that. I'm living with an otaku kunoichi. In order to protect an ordinary businessman, Tsukasa Atsumi, from demons, a genius kunoichi, Shizuri Ideura, signs a master-servant contract with him on the condition that she stays with him. Yeah, this already sounds like an ecchi anime, but we haven't seen an ecchi anime in a while. I don't think there's even been one in the past like 3 seasons. Despite her cool appearance of defeating demons, Shizuri is an otaku NEET who spends all her time playing video games, while Shizuri is spoiled by Tsukasa and leads a lazy cohabitation life. A quirky kunoichi gather quirky kunoichi gather together. A romantic comedy about living together with a genius kunoichi who's an otaku and a NEET. You know, this could be fun. I feel like there's no chance this is like amazing, but I would. It's kind of hard to mess something like this up, you know. Let's try to guess the score again. I want to go with a 7.28. Oh, 6 point. This is worse than the other one. This is worse than the last one we guessed. Oh my. How is this not in ecchi? Do you see? Do you see what I'm seeing? First, we got a jump scare of her toes. Like, please put your dogs away, bro. Wait. Oh my god. Is this really not in ecchi? Here's the tags. It's not in ecchi. And then we got her fucking yacht right there. I'm starting to say that word unironically now. I need to stop. What? I thought this was about being an. Oh, what the hell? So her outfit, all their outfits are skin tight. This is really not an ecchi. First we get jump scared by her dogs, and then we get her ass in our face. Where's the guy? I want to see the guy. I feel like I've seen her in like 60 different anime. This reminds me of this like Yuri Cafe anime that I watched a long time ago. I can't even remember if I had it on my anime list because of how long ago I watched that shit. It was like 2022 or 2021. But honestly, it looks fun. As I said, I think it's really hard to mess something like this up, but it's really hard to make something like this amazing, so I think... Yeah, but it has a 6.3. Let's go to our next one. Oh my god. It's all the same shit over and over again. It's like Groundhog Day, but Groundhog season. I left my A rank party to help my former students reach the dungeon depths. Okay, that's something. It's like this guy's already overpowered though. You can tell I'm just like my brain is melting whenever I read any of these. But let's stay positive. Let's be optimistic because that's super easy to do with all these fantasy anime. Yuki, a red mage, angrily declares that he's leaving Thunder Pike, the A rank party he's been with for 5 years, because he's fed up with being insulted and ridiculed by the other members. While searching for a new party, he runs into his former students, Marina, Silk, and Rain, and decides to join their party, Clover. Encouraged by their admiration of him as their teacher, Yuki leads them in completing several quests that show off his own extraordinary magics and skills, while bringing out the girls' abilities to their fullest. Then, through an adventure broadcast by an artifact known as the Camelot, Clover becomes well known throughout society. The party's dream is to conquer Achromatic Darkness, the most challenging dungeon of all. But as they take on other dungeons in hopes of eventually achieving that goal, they gradually become entangled in chaos that threatens the whole world. So, yeah, pretty generic. first episode hasn't been released yet, so we can't look at the score, but I would guess something like 5.9. It doesn't sound good at all. What's the studio that does this? Lantis is producing it. I only know Lantis from fucking Love Live. Studio Bandai Namco Pictures. I didn't know they had an anime studio. They do mostly like kids anime in Gintama. Okay, yeah, so that one doesn't sound good. I have a crush at work. Okay, so this could be fun. Or this could be the most boring shit imaginable. Yui Mitsuya and Masugu Tateishi aren't just any co-workers. They totally have the hots for each other. His helpful yet humble attitude makes her... I was about to say gritty. This is giddy. And her cuteness leaves him grinning like a fool. Problem is, they're trying to keep their new relationship under wraps to avoid making things awkward at work. But seeing how they can't keep their hands off each other, they run the risk of spilling their little secret with each passing day at the office. Okay, that doesn't seem bad. You know what, we can do the little guessing game for all the ones that have aired. I think this is like, just like this one, like in the same vein as this one. Obviously these have nothing alike, but I think it is really hard to mess something like this up. But it's really hard to make something like this good. Actually no, I can see how they can mess that up or make it good. Like it could be the same thing every episode, or it could be like the most entertaining thing imaginable. It can go either way. I guess it's like a 7.1. 7.3, okay. It is higher than most of the ones we've seen so far. Okay, here's our first ecchi in a while. The daily life of a middle-aged online shopper in another world. Oh my god. Wait, this guy looks exactly like this guy. You cannot tell me these people are different characters. Hold on a minute. Go down. Like, are these not the same character? These are the same. These are the same character. They're the same guy. They're the same person. What the fuck? They're unironically the same guy. Also, this is an ecchi harem anime, and this is the poster. Who's watching this? Who's watching this? Never judge a book by its cover, or never judge a shit anime by its poster, I guess. Kenichi Hamada is just a regular middle-aged man working as an illustrator in Japan. One day he's transported to another world, and wakes up to find himself in the middle of a dangerous forest, filled with ravenous monsters. He quickly discovers a massive... You know what else is massive? Online shopping site that can deliver him exactly what he needs. Okay, I can already tell where this is going. Join Kenichi on his search for relaxation in a new world. Okay. He's gonna order women. That's what's going to happen. I can already tell you. I didn't see the score earlier, so I think it's like a 5.7. I can't imagine this being good at all. Okay, there's no score. Oh, it hasn't even aired yet. Okay, well, I can't imagine it being good at all. Honey Lemon Soda. What an abstract name. What a beautiful... This guy looks like he's from Fruits Basket. This looks fun. It's by JC Staff. It can't be bad, right? In middle school, Uka Ishimori was named Stone, or was nicknamed Stone. In order to change himself, she enrolled in Hachimitsu High School, known for its culture of student liberty. Seated in the desk next door to her, in the same class, is Kai Miura, a coolly freewheeling boy with lemon-colored hair. In truth, Uka met Kai once in middle school, but decided to attend a Hachimitsu based on a single word he said to her. To Uka, the popular Kai is a distant presence, yet somehow Kai starts to look after Uka, with Kai encouraging her. Uka gradually begins to fit in with her classmates, but Uka's world is gradually changing with Kai's presence. Now I'm in the center of endlessly spreading light. Okay, so the synopsis is kind of as vague as the title is. I can't really tell what it's going to be about, and maybe that's good, maybe that's bad, I'm not sure. This could be good, but what it's most likely going to be is a forgotten seasonal romance. Next one, Ubel Blatt. It is our second ecchi of the season, and probably our last one, because we only have usually 2 per season. Rumors stir throughout the land. When the wielder of the black sword draws his dark blade, all who stand in its path are torn asunder. Koenzel. Sorry if I mispronounced that. That's like a Nordic word, I would assume. The mysterious young boy who carries the black sword undeniably wields it with exceptional skill, but can he truly be responsible for the bloody rumors? Pursued by the traitorous lances, 4 powerful warriors who were thought to have been defeated by the 7 heroes. This is all just like, this sounds like AI. Write me a generic fantasy anime plot, and this is what it spits out. Like, I'm really not trying to be mean to the person who did write this, but like, you could have done better. Anyways, the strength of the young swordsman will be tested to its limit. At the battle's end, only the shocking truth of Koenzel's quest will stand above the corpses of his enemies. An epic fantasy of the grandest scales. How is this an ecchi? This doesn't look like an ecchi at all. Maybe... let's see. Let's look at the... Wow, that art is actually really cool. I like how that looks. Is this a guy or a girl? I can't tell. So we have at least a main character that looks unique. It's not that same haircut, black-haired guy like it always is. But I don't see how this is an ecchi. Maybe it's an ecchi about old men, because there's a shit ton of them on the screen. Has there ever been an ecchi about old men? I don't know. Next one. Magic Maker. How to make magic in another world. This kind of sounds like a video game. It kind of also sounds like or it looks like Mushoku Tensei. On the night of his 30th birthday, one man's dreams of wielding magic come true after he unexpectedly passes away. He wakes up as Sion, a young child in another world. Sounds like Mushoku Tensei. He and his elder sister, Marie, are the children of a lower-class noble family who govern the region. After receiving conflicting messages from their father, Sion and Marie set out on an adventure to uncover the magic. Yeah, it just sounds like Mushoku Tensei. I'm sure that Mushoku Tensei played a big role in inspiring this. But it looks fun. It looks like these kids are going to grow up during the show, like Mushoku Tensei. Who's the studio that's doing this? Studio D. Not familiar with the name off the top of my head. Oh, they did Konosuba and Days with My Stepsister? What the fuck is that? Wait. Okay. That was definitely in one of my seasonal anime videos. And I guess I just blocked that out of my mind because I didn't want to watch something called that. So they did Konosuba, Seven Deadly Sins, Fate, Log Horizon, Kore wa Zombie desu ka? Okay, so they've and Higurashi, the original Fruits Basket. So a lot of very good stuff. Did they do the most recent Konosuba season? Well, I mean, I would assume they did all of them, right? And they had very good animation in Konosuba, so yeah, I think that is something that we can look forward to. Where was I? The Red Ranger becomes an adventure in another world. It's Power Rangers. I've noticed a lot of like Super Sentai Power Rangers inspired anime recently. Not sure why that is. Togo Asagaki was the Red Ranger in a heroic ranger squad. During their final battle against an evil organization, he gave his life to guarantee their triumph. But fate had other plans, and he found himself reborn in an entirely different world. Embracing his new role as an adventurer, he transforms into Kizuna Red and continues his pursuit of justice, helping those in need. Okay. I wish an episode of this had already aired so I could see like how good this would be. Cause again, this is another one of those anime that could be absolutely dog shit, but absolutely fun to watch. Animation doesn't look the best, gonna be honest. At least it's unique on the isekai concept. It's not. At least there's that. Sate Light. What is this? They did Log Horizon Fairy Tale. There's a lot of these anime that I've never heard of before, like Somali and the Forest Spirit. I've never heard of that before. They did this long ass title. They did Helk. This was recent. This was not recent. This was 2023. I never finished this anime, but actually, I'm curious. Was this anime ever any good? Not really. Oh, they're doing this one that we just looked at earlier. So it did a lot of like early fairy tale, and that's basically it. Oh, this was recent also. This was last season. Let's see if it was any good. 6 point. Oh, was this the one? I think this was the one where I was really looking forward to in that last stream, and then it ended up being like a 3.5 or something. Oh my god, that was like, first of all, that was hilarious. But it has gone up a little bit. Anyways, back to the anime. I wish there was a dark mode on this because it blasts my eyes out. The next one is a new Blue Exorcist season. I haven't seen Blue Exorcist and I haven't heard about anyone talk about it since like 2016. This one. Okay, this one very unique looking. And the next three also look very unique looking. So that's good. Zenshu. So it's an otaku culture and workplace. Interesting. After graduating from high school, Natsuko Hirose starts her career as an animator. Her talent quickly flourishes, and she makes her debut as a director in no time. Her first anime becomes a massive hit, sparking a social phenomenon and earning her recognition as an up-and-coming genius director. Her next project is set to be a romantic comedy movie themed around first love. However, having never been in love oh my god. Jeez, I can't talk. Having never been in love herself, there we go. Natsuko struggles to understand the concept of first love, and as a result, she's unable to create the storyboard, causing the movie production to become a standstill. One day, she passes out while working on her storyboard and wakes up in another world, okay, of her childhood favorite anime movie titled A Tale of Perishing. So, what the... It was building up to be like this story about a person who's gonna be the best director, and then maybe falling in love to write a good story about love, which was where I thought it was going, but it took a complete 180 and turned into an isekai. It has it has aired its first episode, so we can see how good it is so far. I usually when I see stuff like this that aren't just like this over and over again, I get excited. But unique doesn't always mean good, and I need to remember that. So let's take a guess. I want this to be good, but I have like a sneaking suspicion that it might not be good. Let's go with a 7.23. 7.31. I was really close. So very, very average, I would say. I think watching it would not be a waste of time. Next one, Okitsura. I have heard about this one on TikTok. Fell in love with an Okinawan girl, but I just wish I know what she's saying. Pretty sure Okinawan accent or dialect isn't that different from standard Japanese. When Teruyaki Nakamura transfers to laid-back Okinawa, he falls for the lovely Kyan-san. Lively. Kyan. So, before we go any further, I want to. First of all, that came out of nowhere, and why am I so caught off guard by that? If you don't know anything about me, I'll keep this clear. I'll keep this short. I love Aikan and her. I don't know how I always come back to talking about her, but her nickname, Aikan, shortened to Kyan, and she's like my, like, you know what I mean. And, you know, and I just hear that out of nowhere. Obviously, I consider myself your #1 biggest fan, and then I'm doing this stream, hear that out of nowhere. Anyways, this is going off rail. I need to shut up every time I think about. Anyways, but her dialect is a complete mystery to him, with Higa-san translating. Teru's misunderstanding filled island life takes off, and subtle hints suggest Higa-san might want his heart too. On the serene island, love flows as freely as the ocean breeze. Okay, so these like summer or tropical themed anime always look really fun. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Why did I talk? What, did you hear that? That was like they always look really fun. I don't know why the fuck I sound like that. But sometimes they're just like basic, but they always look, the posters are always amazing. Let's guess. This is the only one that I've heard of before coming here and doing this stream. I feel like this could be good. This is hyped up a bit. Let's go on the high 7 side and say like 7.78 maybe? 6.8 at 9. Okay, so it's not good. Man, look how fun this looks. The animation does look a little off, not gonna lie. But look, it looks so fun. How? Okay, so it's a massive disappointment, I would assume. Next one is like a medical anime. That's interesting. Ameku MD, Doctor Detective. So it's, well, okay, that's already very interesting. It's like a hospital anime. It's also like a maybe like a murder mystery anime. That sounds really. Oh, that just reminded me. That anime I was talking about that had like a 3 point something was not the one I was talking about. It was like this other murder mystery one. But yeah, Tenikai General Hospital's supervisory is that how you pronounce that word? Department of Diagnostic Pathology handles cases other physicians deem too difficult to treat. It's also where bizarre mysteries surface, from unexplained illnesses to strange murders even the police can't solve. At the center of it all is Takao Ameku, a brilliant doctor determined to reveal the shocking truth behind these anomalies. Okay, that sounds fun. That sounds really fun. It weirdly reminds me of this manga I read a long time ago called Pumpkin Night. It was it night or night? I can't remember. But can I go on the images on this? It's kind of gory. Okay, I have safe search on. That's fine. But this, it kind of has nothing to do with you know, the anime we just looked at, but weirdly it reminded me of the things that happen in Pumpkin Night. I need to go back and reread this because this shit was so good. They need to make an anime of this instead of all the weird isekai. I would love to see a Pumpkin Night anime. And we have the score available. I want this to be good. I want this to be like at least a 7.4. Exactly right. Damn. Okay. We actually got it spot on. I might watch that, as I say, without watching any anime. Toilet Bound Hanako-kun Season 2 is something I would never expect. I think I might have heard this. I might have heard of this on TikTok somewhere. Maybe. I can't remember entirely. But what I can't remember is Toilet Bound Hanako-kun was like... how do I explain this to someone who wasn't on TikTok? So, back in 2020, during lockdown, Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, along with other anime like My Hero, Yarichin Beach Club, Kakegurui, Haikyuu, all those like 2020 anime, they were huge on TikTok at the time. And this was one of them, and I watched it, and I honestly thought it's the most 5 out of 10 show I've ever seen in my life. Like, the art style is so cool, and the premise is so cool, but something about it just wasn't interesting. Something about it was just boring. I don't know why. Let's take a look real quick at Toilet Bound Hanako-kun Season 1. How that was received. 7.8. Okay, so people seem to like it. I just didn't. I just found it really boring. I don't know, maybe I'm just not the target audience for whatever that was. Anyways, from bureaucrat to villainess, another one of these villainess shows. So many villainess shows every season, and I keep getting confused on why they exist. Dad's been reincarnated. Okay, so someone's dad has been reincarnated. Interesting. After being struck by a car, 52-year-old civil servant Kenza Buro Ponda Bayashi finds himself reborn as the villainess of his daughter's favorite video game. Okay, that's actually quite interesting. Now trapped in a role of the haughty and arrogant Grace Averine, Kenza Buro commits himself to playing out Grace's role in the game story. Only his kind nature and elegant Japanese manners accidentally turn the unlikable Grace into the most admired girl in what? It just ended the sentence in the middle of the sentence. In what? Who wrote this? All these other ones have sources, but this one just cuts off in the middle of the synopsis. Does it? This is a different synopsis. But okay, so this is actually interesting. I think this one's... I don't know, usually these villainous shows aren't good, but I think it could be interesting. You got the same like red Victorian outfit, and blonde hair, green eyes that all these villainous shows have. But what I was thinking during the synopsis was that this sounds like the plot to like a hentai. I'm not gonna lie, this like a body swap hentai. Don't ask me how I know that. That like this sounds similar to that, but it it kind of does. Can't lie. Next one, Promise of Wizard. That is a whole lot of characters. On a moonlit night, Akira Masaki finds herself in a magical world where wizards and humans coexist. Every year, they must face an enormous deadly moon that attacks the planet. Their only hope lies with the Wizards of the Sage, appointed to fight the supernatural threat, but Akira soon discovers she wasn't summoned by chance. She was chosen to lead them in battle. Again, doesn't sound amazing. The only thing that like strikes to me is like how many characters there are in this poster. It's based off of a game. I want to look at the game, see if that's like a big thing. Promise of Wizard. It's an online game, and it's only on Android. An RPG game. Interesting. Okay. Okay, let's try to guess the score. If it's based off a game, especially an Android RPG game, like a mobile game, it can't be good, right? I want to go with like 6.75. Oh wow, that absolutely. Okay, I guess it's absolutely shit. Like, all this stuff is, all this art is beautiful, but it can't save the story being shit, I guess. Don't know what this is. Never heard of this anime in my life. Next one, Grisaya Phantom Trigger. Okay, this one actually looks really cool. This reminds me of early 2010s anime, which is like early 2010s, late 2000s anime, which is obviously my favorite type of anime. This reminded me, the one anime it reminded me of was what's it called? High School of the Dead. Like without, you know, High School of the Dead was actually a really good anime, even if you took away the fan service. And this reminds me of that. Okay, hopefully this could be good. I kind of want to watch this. It actually just brings me back to early 2010s, which is pretty exciting. What was once Mihama Academy, a sanctuary for young girls, has now been transformed into a SWORD, Special Organization for Research and Development, training school, dedicated to fostering talent for national defense. Rena and Maki specialize in firearms. Toka and Gumi excel at sniping. Chris handles explosives and data processing. And Murasaki is a skilled ninja for intelligence operations. Together, they can take on cases too complex for the police or self-defense forces, repeatedly facing dangerous missions. This story is a story of these young girls painted in blood and gunpowder. This actually sounds really good. Usually I'm not really too into like the military-ish. I mean, it's kind of like a hit or miss for me. But this sounds really good. I think this might be my top for this season. Let's try to guess the score. One episode has already come out, and this could be like just some absolute bullshit like every other anime coming out nowadays, but I'm gonna guess. I want this to be good. I want this to be good. Let's go with a 7.48. 6.86. Oh my god. I was so optimistic for this. Come on. Do you get what I mean when uh it kind of gives like, now that I'm looking at this closer, it kind of gives like gotcha game vibes. But when it was kind of like, shrunk on my screen, it gave me like a High School of the Dead vibes, or like Angel Beats kind of vibes. I want to escape from princess lessons. This poster already looks kind of weird. Leticia Dorman, daughter of a duke, is less than thrilled to be engaged to a crown prince. Betrothed since childhood, and trained to be queen, she always hoped Prince Clark would fall for someone else one day. So when he shows up at a ball with another woman, Letty excitedly retreats to the countryside to start her new life, only for Clark to appear, determined to win her heart. Okay, what the fuck? That is the most random thing I've ever heard. I don't really have any commentary to add to this. This is just like confusing. Let's get. I can't imagine this is good. Let's. Maybe the score may. I go 6.6 on this. 6.5, 6. Okay, exactly what I thought. I was debating between 6.5, 6.6. I went 6.6, and I was actually incredibly close. This poster looks so weird. The art style. Okay, maybe this is like the manga art style or whatever. No, it's not. This is the manga art style. That looks a lot better than this. Everything looks so flat here. Flower and Asura. Okay, this one looks pretty interesting, maybe. On the picturesque island of Tonakijima, with a population of only 600, Hana's favorite pastime is reading literature to the island's children. Her narration skills are second to none, and Mizuki, the president of the school's broadcasting club, immediately recognizes Hana's ability to engage with others and draw them into her what is that word? Recitations. I have to actually Google that. I don't know what that means. Repeating aloud. Okay, so basically like reading aloud. Invited by Mizuki to join the club, Hana embarks on a journey to discover her true love of reading, and maybe even change the course of her life along the way. Again, the synopsis kind of seems like a nothing burger. I don't have anything else to add to that because it's just like, okay, could be good, could be bad. And I can't even guess the score because the first episode hasn't come out yet. Next one, Tasokare Hotel. Tasokare Hotel is a hotel that is engulfed in twilight all day long, with no distinction between day and night. Okay, interesting. Why did it sound like that? It exists as a place between life and death, where souls unable to decide whether to move on to the afterlife or return to the present world can rest their way. Okay, this sounds so good. Wait, this actually sounds kind of good. It reminds me of Death Parade. This premise, it's based off a game. Okay, let's take that into account or consideration. What is? It is a mobile game. How is this a mobile game? The premise seems so good for like a story in an anime, but it's based off a mobile game. That is it a gacha game? I want to see gameplay of this game. It's a vertical mobile game. Is it like a visual novel? Like so at least it's not a gacha game. Cause I heard that what was it? The Blue Archive anime wasn't amazing, but that was only by one person. So I don't know. I kind of don't understand the premise of the game, but at least it looks like the story was there, and that's the main focus of the game. What? And okay, could be good. We do have a score to guess. I want this to be good. I want to watch this. This looks cool. It has like a Victorian vibe that I really like. Let's go with a 7.3. I want this to be good. Please. I want to watch this. It doesn't have a score. Okay. It has started airing, but no one's given it a score, apparently. Can we go in stats? Okay, so the majority of people have given it a 7 out of 10. I can't do the math right now, but I'd say this is like a 6 point... a high 6, I would assume. So, it could get good. Only the first episode is out, so it could get good. That applies for all of them. This is still early into the anime's lifespan, so they could completely change. Anyways, this next one looks pretty good. It's an original, and it's done by Studio Gohands. Need a reminder of what they have done. When the most popular thing they did was this one. If you don't know, I have beef with this anime. I hate this anime. It is my #1 least favorite anime I have ever watched. And you know, I like even wrote a review on this, just absolutely shitting on this. But what I can say about it is that the animation was phenomenal. So I trust Studio Gohands for this anime. Cause look at this poster already. It is kind of like in 144p, but look how like scenic this looks. And it's like a slice of life sci-fi. This sounds cool. This already sounds cool. Robotic invaders wiped out all life, but Renge fights to survive using her powers. With no memories, she roams the city until she meets 5 other young women, each with unique abilities. Together they make the most of their lives, cooking delicious meals between battles with mechanical monstrosities. As they uncover the secrets of their powers and past, they find strength in their friendship. Okay, this, as a slice of life sci-fi, this sounds so fun. Like, I don't know how all the interesting ones are always in the middle, and like the beginning usually is just like season 2s of popular anime or just those bullshit isekais. Again, another one I want to be good. Hopefully it is. Let's take a guess at the score. I want to go... Usually they're all like either 6 or 7. It's very rare that it goes up to 8. That's like a banger anime. It's very rare that it goes down to 5. That's like the shittiest of the shits. If it's anything below a 5, that's just like... You would probably rather be doing backflips on a tightrope over the Grand Canyon than watch that anime. But what does this score have? Let's take a guess of 7.4. I want this to have potential. 6.0. Oh my god. All the ones that I want to... Oh, what the fuck is this? Can I watch this? I think I would get copyright claims if I do watch it, but... Like, look how scenic all these posters look. Got like that 4-point perspective and shit. Oh, this takes place in Japan. This is literally in Osaka. But like, that looks so... How? How is this a 6.0? Let's see. So it's averaging between mostly 6 and 7s. Some people gave it a 10, some people gave it a 1. I want to take a look at that trailer, because that... Like, what is this? Please don't play really loud. Why is it... Is this CG? Can I even show this on on stream. I just realized. Okay, I don't want to play this all the way through because I'm gonna get copyright claimed. But um, it okay, yeah, I think it is C. No, is it? Can't really tell. But this looks so fun. Why is it? Why is it so bad? But what was that in the thumbnail? That's my question. What was that in the thumbnail? That's not in the trailer at all, and the synopsis does not prepare me for that. Okay, I guess the gotta get your clicks somehow. Next one, Medalist. It is a... Is it an ice skating anime? Tsukasa Akureraji. Akeuraji. There you go. A frustrated skater meets Inori Yuitsuka, a girl who yearns to be a figure skater. Motivated by Inori's obsession on the rink, Tsukasa begins coaching Inori. Inori's talent blossoms, and Tsukasa becomes a brilliant mentor. Together they aim to make her a glorious medalist. Okay, so that's just like... It's super basic. That's like really, really basic. It has aired one episode, so we can see the score. What do we think this is going to be? I don't think this is going to be good, honestly. I think it's like a 6.1. Wow, okay. This might be like the highest one so far. That actually genuinely surprised me. 7.7 almost. The animation doesn't look like revolutionary by any means, but apparently this is going to be, at least the first episode is very good. I mean, I wouldn't say very good, but like very solid. Next one, another one of these like beachside summer anime. I always love how these look, but usually they're not great. Anyway, I'm falling in love with you. Okay, it's a reverse harem. Okay, usually harems or reverse harems, either one, aren't good. It's July 1st, 2020. Mizuha, a high school second year, is having the worst 17th birthday ever. She's missing her chance to get close to the older student she admires, and her parents didn't even remember that it's her birthday. Worst of all, there's a new and unknown infectious disease making the rounds. Is this based on a true story? So all her club tournaments and school trips have been cancelled. She's convinced that she'll never have the dazzling youth that she's always dreamed of. But then her childhood friend Kizuki suddenly declares himself a candidate to be her boyfriend. This is a school youth story about 4 childhood friends who grew up like family, one being the heroine, Nishino Mizuha, and the 4 boys she grew up with, whom she sees as family. Okay, so a lot of things to say about this. First of all, it does sound interesting. Second of all, this is literally an anime about COVID-19. Third of all, why is she falling in love with the guy she sees as family? We can't see how the score. Oh shit! Accidentally minimized my entire tab. There we go. What was I? We can't see the score, but what we can see is the art, which I want to look at. This looks cute. They're all like ikemens. Is this the same picture? Yeah, this looks fun. I want this to be good. I might watch this. The art style seems kinda iffy, in my opinion. But yeah, this could have a good chance. Next one, Farmagia? Farmagia? I think it's Farmagia. This just looks like a Pokemon clone. This looks like it's going to be super marketable to children, or at least that's what they tried. In Felicidad, isn't that... Oh no, I thought that was a Spanish word for Christmas, but that's like Feliz Navidad. Farmers known as Farmagia raise monsters under the peaceful rule of the The Magus Diliculum. After the Magus passes, a powerful struggle erupts among forces using monsters to seize control. In the town of Kentvelt, Ramagia 10 and his friends band together against the despotic new ruler, Glaza. 10 and his friend 10 wait, what the fuck? What is this punctuation? 10 his friends and their homegrown monsters must stay strong to defend their freedom. Okay, so it's based off a game. Kind of could have expected that. This synopsis doesn't seem like something that would be for kids, but it seems like it wants to be marketable towards children. It hasn't come out yet, but I can see the game that it is based off of. Isn't this the fairy tale art style? Yeah, okay, it's the character designs are by Hiro Mashima. Oh my god, it's literally like Hiro Mashima, he designs his characters all like kind of the same way. So they all kind of just look like fairy tale characters. Like along with Eden Zero, they all another one of his works. Where's the manga art style? Like they all look kind of the same. I mean, I like his art style, but they all just look like fairy tale characters. Can I? It's a $50. It's a AAA game, and it has mixed reviews. Okay, wow, this game looks shit. Oh my god, like the art looks very cool. It was released in November, so it was released very recently. Like we already had like Pal World. We don't need another one of these monster games, especially if it looks like this. It looks so half-baked. This can't be any good. There's no... Maybe they already sunk too much money into this project, and the anime is like the last-ditch effort. I mean, I know it's expensive to produce an anime, but they're probably using the last of their funds to produce the anime to get some sort of attention on this franchise. Cause, oh my god, this game looks dog shit. I'm not even trying to be mean. If you're looking for something like so many, I mean, okay, it's like 50-50 bad reviews, but it genuinely just looks like half-baked. Maybe it's just the screenshots. I mean, it looks fine here, but like this, it's like PS2 graphics. Anyways, like the character designs, it's kind of like toned down fairy tale. That's Natsu, that's Gray, that's Wendy, that's Lucy, that's Urza, that's the fuck's his name, the blonde guy. I think Hiro Mashima doesn't know how to design. He has like the same core element. I'm gonna go on a tangent for a second, but like Hiro Mashima, I respect him, right? He's made his bag with Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail was fun. Can't say it was good. It was my first anime, but looking back on it, it wasn't amazing. But like his character designs are just all the same. Like this is the fucking, what's her name? The cowboy girl. That's Wendy. That's Natsu and Gray had a baby. That's literally just Lucy. This is Happy. They didn't even change his name. It's the same exact character. There's Gray x Loxus. There's Hatsune Miku x Wendy. I don't know who the fuck that guy is in the background. That character design looks pretty unique. But yeah, anyways, no hate to Hiro Mashima. He's the GOAT, but he just can't really design new character designs. Next one, Sorario Utility. What is this tag? CGDCT, what does that mean? Can I look? I'm kind of scared to Google this. What does this mean? Oh, cute girls doing cute things. I didn't know this was a like genre. I've never heard of this. I mean, I've heard of it like I've heard of it. How do you say it? I've heard of it unabbreviated. That's how you say it. But I've never heard of the abbreviation, and I didn't know it was like an official tag. Okay, so I kind of like the cute girls doing cute things shows. I like K-On, I like Bochi, I liked K-On, or Love Live. At this rate, I'll just graduate as a plain background character A. Minami Aoba was troubled. She had no particular strengths or things she wanted to do. Is it okay for her high school life to end as such an ordinary supporting character? Leaving school behind, Minami searches for her own special uniqueness. She stumbles upon the nearby golf practice range by chance. Approached by part-time worker Haruka Akane, Minami grasps the golf club, the utility, and thus it was the encounter between Minami and golf. Winning is not the only thing in golf. Everything is related to golf is enjoyable. Together with the genius golfer Haruka and Ayaka Hoshimi, who aspires to be an influencer, they seek the momentum, the moment when they can become the protagonist. As a super beginner, Minami swings her club once again today. I like this. The only thing I think maybe holding it back is that not that many people are interested in golf, and it takes like a really good story for something uninteresting to break out of its target audience. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that's like there's an anime based on this and people that don't really care about the thing it's based on watch it just because it's good. But this could be it. It says TV here, like there maybe was an OVA or something. Oh, I forgot to guess the thing. But it seems like it's fine. I don't think it... I mean, yeah, it seems fun. It could be entertaining to watch because it's a cute girls doing cute things show. Yeah, okay. Next one. Ave Mujika. The Die is Cast is a music anime. It's a mixed media project. Okay, like Love Live. Can't be that bad. Wait, is this just another idol anime? Okay. Will you give me the rest of your life? After losing everything in a single night, Sakiko Togawa reaches out towards an even deeper abyss. One that will drag everyone around her down as well. It's called gambling. Or playing gacha games like Genshin. Gathering the lives of girls burdened with their own troubles and desires, Sakiko raises the curtain on a perfect masquerade. Welcome to the world of Ave Mujika. On a stage where sorrow, death, fear, and love, even the solace of forgetting, are stripped away, will their masks be torn off and shatter into oblivion, or will they... Okay... Okay, so it's by Bushiroad, and Bushiroad is like the idol band mobile game producer or publisher. What is the studio? They did Blackrock Shooter, Bang Dream, D4DJ. Yep. Okay, it's like Bang Dream, D4DJ, Love Live, Idol Master type of stuff. Okay, so what the fuck is this? Wait, hold on a minute. Hold on. Wait, we have to take a quick detour to Rooster Fighter. The Neighborhood of Cock. Oh my god. Wait. When is this? Hold on. When is this coming out? What the? What is this? Okay, that just completely caught me off guard. That is the most interesting anime I've ever seen. Whoa! What the hell? There's a Guilty Gear Strive anime coming out? What? That's actually so... What? Okay, this is kind of spoilers for future seasons, but that is... I love Guilty Gear Strive. You know, Jacko, my girl, she was my main. She was the... I think she's one of the hardest characters to play in the game. But, yeah, also Bridget. Those two are like my top two. And Faust. Anyways, haven't played that game in a while, like a year. But I was eyeing this next one earlier. What the fuck is this? This is the most... Like, what is this? Ban Vampire is a yaoi anime. It sounds... the title reminds me of Bobo 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 Bo. This is so bizarre. Vampire Ranmaru Mori just wants to sample the blood of an 18-year-old virgin, but protecting the virginity of 15-year-old Rihito Tatsuno for 3 more years is proving tougher than anticipated. What the fuck is this? So it's a yaoi, and this is a very yaoi art style. Unfortunately, we can't guess the... This is just the official poster. But yeah, we can't guess the official, or the score, because it hasn't come out yet. But what the... This has to be like some kind of joke anime, because there's... Or like, is this a comedy? It is. Okay. Is this going to be serious? Oh my god, this is the most like 90s, early 2000s yaoi manga art style. This is so random. It's kind of creepy now, the more you look at it. Anyways, next one. Aquarion, Myth of Emotions. This is probably not going to be that good. But the art style is very interesting, and it's an original. Usually a lot of modern mecha anime aren't good. The Aquarion, a giant mechanized fighting suit, is humanity's best weapon against interstellar threats. Human pilots trained and worked together to defeat shadow angels, invading abductors, and kinetic energy monsters over thousands of years. Once again, humanity must turn to the Aquarion. With the fate of the Earth hanging in the balance, will the suit be enough to save mankind? So, it's a pretty generic mecha story. But what is interesting about it is the art style. This kind of reminds me of like a panty and stocking kind of thing. It also reminds me of something else, but I can't place my finger on it. Was it like Bakuman or something? I can't remember, but like maybe this is for kids. Is it like a kids show? Kind of looks like it. Yeah, maybe this could be good. It also reminds me of this like this Chinese cartoon that I used to watch when I was a kid, and they like recently redid their art style, and it looks kind of like that. I don't know what it is called in English. Happy Heroes or something? Yeah, that's exactly what it's called. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I was completely wrong on the art style change. I don't remember them looking like this. I grew up with these guys. This was a great show when I was a kid. I don't know what happened. They massacred my boy. Anyways, that was a tangent. Next one, Unite Up Unibirth. I've never heard of Unite Up. Maybe this is like a... Is that by Cloverworks? This is a male idol anime. I love my idol stuff. It's based on music? What does that mean? It's like a... Okay, so this is the second season of something, so I don't have to read the synopsis, but what I do want to do is look at the first season, because it kind of looks interesting. I've never heard of it before. Okay, so basically no one watched this. It aired in 2023, and only 10,000 people have it on their My Anime list. And there's like a whole blank space here. Is it 3D? Okay. Okay, whatever. It looks fun. It like I love my idols, male and female. Especially Hollow Stars. It reminds me a lot of that. But I don't expect this being like amazing. It had a 7.0, so it could have been fine. But you know, like no one no one watched it. And is it like a multimedia thing, or is it like just an anime? It looks like it is just an anime. Okay, there's a lot of sequels here. Card Fight. Okay, this is another sequel. Okay, this one. This might be our last one. Yeah, this is our last one. Because I don't really care about the kids anime. I don't think really anyone does. Neko ni Naritai Tamagawa-kun. My Japanese isn't great. Is it like I want to become a cat? Tamagawa-kun? Is that what that means? I don't know. For Tamagawa, volunteering at a cat cafe is the only relief from his stressful job. The manager tells him to relax and learn to be spoiled, but he doesn't know what that means until a new customer, Rai Shindo, comes to the cafe and tells Tamagawa he wants to keep him as a cat. What? Like some fruits basket stuff? Enter the strange but faithful relationship, a pure-hearted and soothing romantic comedy. This doesn't have like a episode release date. Apparently it's like... This is weird. It released January 5th, but it doesn't say how many episodes. Maybe it's like a TV special. Is it like a sequel or something? I don't know. It's a 1 episode long. Okay, so it's been released. Only 300 people have even watched this show. And it's 30 minutes long. Okay. So basically, it doesn't really matter. We can take a look at the manga to see if people liked it. Okay, even less people read the manga. Okay. Now we're done with the synopsises. We can see which ones I want to watch. I want to watch The 100 Girlfriends when I finish the first season. I might watch Sakamoto Days. Take this with a grain of salt, by the way. I haven't watched anime in so long and I still might be burnt out on it. And I just don't have that much time anymore. Sakamoto Days, I'll definitely watch a bit of it because of how popular the manga was and how praised it was. Apothecary Diaries, I want to watch that after I finish the first season. This one could be good. Maybe give this one like 2 or 3 episodes. Need to watch the quintessential quintuplets soon. My Happy Marriage, really want to watch that. Even though it left off on kind of like a boring note, it could redeem itself. This one could be fun, but I'm just really tired of all of like the fantasy stuff. This one I'd give like 1 episode. I'm not expecting it to be good, but the premise kind of intrigues me. This one too. This one seems fun. And this one, Honey Lemon Soda. Again, it was very vague, so I could probably give that one like 1 episode. And then this one, and this one. All 3 of those I think would be good. This villainess one, usually the villainess shows, as I said, aren't good. But this like hentai ass plot makes it sound kind of intriguing. This one was the one I was most excited for, but I don't have much faith after. I mean, it's a high 6, but it's still a 6. This one seemed very cool. I hope this one's good. And this one too. This one was like the highest rated one of the season. But the thing is, I really don't care for sports anime. I just can't get interested in them. So, yeah. This one seems very fun. It could be very fun. This one I might give like one episode. Not really into golf, but the cute girls doing cute things stuff is pretty fun. I think that might be it, yeah. Okay, so which one was the one I want to watch the most? I think it's either the Tasukara Hotel or the Versailles Phantom Trigger. That's just like a cool ass name. That's that's just like a sick name. But yeah, we read all the synopsises and we saw all the ones that we wanted to watch. This one is still weird to me. But yeah, anyways, we're finished with this season's. When is the next season actually? I don't want to spoil it, but I want to see April to... It's April, okay. I should probably know that after doing this for so many years, but anyways, thank you for coming to the stream, watching, and when is my next stream? When should I stream next? I actually wanted to do a Overwatch stream, because the last time I played Overwatch was literally over a year ago, and I like quit the game, and I want to do a stream coming back and checking out all the new Overwatch stuff that I missed over the past year. Yeah, so maybe I'll stream that in a couple weeks whenever I have time. And then I do want to finish, and then here I do want to finish Blaze in the Deep Blue, because that's been a series going on for over a year. And how many have I even done? 1, 2, 3, 4 streams of it right here. So we need to finish that game this year. What else? I think that's it. Again, thank you for watching, thank you for coming. I might watch these anime, most likely I won't, because can't be bothered to watch anime anymore, honestly. But eventually, I'll come back to them and watch them. But yeah, thanks for coming. I've said that like 3 times. And I'll see you in the next stream where we might do Overwatch.